have seen a year come, we have seen a year go. In some ways, like Pastor David was saying, for God, time is not about days. For God, time is not about minutes. In fact, God lives outside time. So that's why time for God is not a big deal. You have to understand that God lives outside time for you to understand that for Him, time is not such a big deal. That's why it is fallacious, or it is a fallacy in a sense. It's a little bit not entirely true to fix God on time and to imagine that God will operate on something as human as time. I'll repeat that. You have to understand God, to understand that you cannot imagine that God who lives outside time will be restricted in terms of His operations on time, which is very much a human thing. Why is time a human thing? Because you've got to understand that God has no beginning and has no end. So something that has a beginning and has end, like time, cannot be something you squeeze God down to. That's why God is not so much into weeks and years and rests that are a product of time. Are we together? You cannot squeeze God on things that have beginnings and have ends, things like weeks and days and years, because He has no beginning and has no end. That are not like Him. Now let me repeat for you. You cannot squeeze God's character and being on things that have beginnings and ends when He by nature has no beginning and has no end. Time has a beginning, has an end. God has no beginning, has no end. So the two cannot be equivalent. Something that has no beginning, has no end, cannot be equal to something that has a beginning, has an end. Weeks begin, weeks end. Years begin, years end. Centuries begin, centuries end. God does not begin, God does not end. Amen. Amen. Someday we will also live outside beginnings and ends. Amen. 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 This is why I argue that when we live in the presence, very presence of God, where there is no end, at least there is a beginning. Where there is no end, things that begin and end will fly out of the window. I argue that things that have end, like weeks, like years, are going to end someday. So there will be no Sabbaths, because those have ends. Because we will be living without a single end. No end to life, no end to joy. Pain will end once and for all. Amen. And so will be the pain that comes with the end of a Sabbath. Because Sabbaths are good things, and when they end, we are hard. But because they will not be coming and going, the pain of an end of a Sabbath is also coming to an end someday. And we will live without ends. So now that we still live within ends and beginnings, we've got to behave like we live within beginnings and ends. Many times we make resolutions And you have to understand that God has allowed us to make choices and to make resolutions. We have a capacity within us that more often than not, we don't tap into. You've got to understand how you are. You've got a conscious and a subconscious mind. Each one of us does. The conscious mind keeps things for a very short time, and then it passes them over to the subconscious mind, which keeps things for a very long time. Things that you cannot remember decide what you do and how you behave. You cannot remember where you learned that blue and yellow t-shirt is a smart thing. But it's what you did today. You don't even remember where you learned that. I don't know when I learned that to wear a hat is a good thing, but I just do it. But I learned it someday. So you've got to understand that there are things you cannot remember, but they determine what you do that you will remember. So in that sense, what you associate with, you assimilate. In that sense then, you've also got to be careful what is around you, because you become part of what you are around, whether you remember or not. So the good things you want to be doing next year are the things you want to surround yourself with. Because you're built with a subconscious mind, you've got to allow the things you want to become to be the things that are around you. That's one. And two, you've got to allow yourself to be away from the things you don't want to become. Are you with me? We never forget anything. We just build new patterns. And they superimpose on the old ones. So, to change who you are, change what you are around. There's no miracle in praying. To stop drinking when you're always around alcohol. You'll pray and pray on. So if you're serious about changing anything, change how often you are around it. Are you with me? Yes. Bwaba we kitu kyowulira mulingo okikoyi kyoba osooka okkowa kubeera kumpi nakyo. Because when you associate, you assimilate. The resolution is not enough. The important resolution is to decide not to be around it in the first place. If you're tired of being unsuccessful, get tired first of being around unsuccessful people. Because what they teach you is what they have. People don't give what they don't have. Omutaiza kuwa kyatalina. Abantu babanga sibawanguza ekyo kye babadde bakuwa buli kiseera ky'obeera nakyo kye balina butali buwanguzi era kye bakuwa ate bakikuwa mu bungi. Naawe n'okitwala mu nnyala ya Yesu. Yes, I understand we have a Christian duty to help them, but if you're part of them and have the same problems, then you can't help them. Get some place where you will be helped so you help others. Then the Bible says in the book of Romans chapter 12, verse 1, I'd like to read, I like the text that says, Romans chapter 12, if you have your Bible, whatever it is, I'm not into how you keep your Bible. I'm so much into having the Bible. It says, therefore I urge you, so do I, brothers and sisters, in view of God's mercy, to offer your bodies as a living sacrifice, holy and pleasing to God. This is your true and proper worship. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your feet. Your hands. Your church. No, your mind. It is all down to how you think. Brother of mine has been teaching and preaching when thoughts become things. It's going to come down to that. How you think. 2016 and what you have taken out of the year is down to how and when you think. Some of us don't even have time to think. We are in an autopilot. Ebirowoozo by'otambulirako bya myaka 8 emabega. Mwaka mulamba tofunye ekirowoozo kipya. Oyingira omulala era oteekateeka okulowooleza ku birowoozo bya 2011. Onoonyeza omulimu ku digiri gye wafuna emyaka 8 toyongerangako kitabo kipya kusoma. Things have changed. The roundabout wafunira digiri roundabout ezimu bazikyusizza okyaliko eyo digiri toyongeddeeko kipya. Now God is saying to you that be transformed, and this is the process by the renewing of your mind. The Greek will say have a metamorphosis, a change of form, and this can only come by the renewing of your mind. You don't have too many things to do. You have to make a resolution to renew your mind so that you get a transformation. Transform from that. Renew your mind. Start to see people as your friends, not as your enemies. Think differently about the same things. Get something new out of it. See differently. Resolve that you're going to think differently about the same things. You've got to be determined. Take time to think and write. Resolve to move around with a pencil and paper and write the things that come to your mind. Write them. Write the thoughts you get. Write them, because then you'll have an account of how you think. Some people don't even know what their thoughts are like. Have you ever sat down and investigated how you think? Have you ever sat down and investigated how you think? What type of thoughts you have? Or people tell you who you are, you also get shocked. Abantu basatu bakugamba oli musiru kyokka okyakaayana. Olowooza ensi yonna tekwagala. Maybe you are. That's what they see. But have you ever investigated? Abantu basatu bangambye ndi musiru. Wait a minute. Birowoozo ki ebinvaamu? Because they determine based on the mind they see. But you can have a transformation by renewing your mind. Then in 2017 in March, people will be saying, "Naye wakyuka, nakuzibe wakyuka, sijja kukicha kukyukako, nakuzibe nkwewunye, nakuzibe kuvaamu mbyewunye nakuzibe." Renewing your mind. In 2012, in 2013, there were battles we were fighting. 2014, then we had the transformation by the renewing of our mind. Now there are things we no longer have time for. Because we transformed by the renewing of our mind. Now we no longer fight people, we help people. Don't do the same thing and expect different results. No, you change, you renew your mind, have a transformation. Change. Don't stick around on the same thing. So the first step you're going to make in 2017, and you have some week to do that, is choose what sort of person you want in December 2017. What sort of person do you want to be? You see, the end determines the process. The end determines the process. Work out from the very beginning, what sort of person do you want in December? Njagala kugenda okutuuka mu December nga buli muntu yenna akikakasiza nti ndi mwenzi. Then by January you know what to do. So you don't waste time. Tomala biseera mu bintu ebijja okutuuka mu December nga baga nti yona musajja muntu mulabi. So decide now, basebo ne banyabo. Decide now, by this time in December, what sort of person do you want to be? Don't move by accident. You cannot get on top of Mount Kilimanjaro by accident. That's not how you get on top of Mount Kilimanjaro. You do not become the managing director of a corporation by just going to work.
by accident.
No.
You can get to the bottom by accident.
Well, you can't get to the bottom by accident. You're already there. That's where you're born.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
To move from where you are, it's work and hard work and decision. Difficult ones. Are they difficult? Yes. Are they necessary? Yes. You've got to make a choice here. So decide tonight, what do you want to be this day in 2017? What do you want to be? And I appeal to you by the mercies of God, render your bodies a living sacrifice. Write it down 6 times and put it in different 6 points in your house, especially those places where you see daily. Put on your doorpost, put on the fridge, put this on every place you can see. Let it be on the profile of your phone what you want to be. I said you become part of what you're around. So surround yourself with the decision of who you want to become.
Associate you assimilate.
When you associate yourself with this that you want to become, you will soak it in. I want to be successful. I want to interview Uhuru Kenyatta. So you will pull connections here and there and make decisions for and against what you don't want to become. Ladies and gentlemen, there's nothing like being lucky. You fashion your own luck. I want to lucky to become unsuccessful. Why is luck one way? Why is luck one way? What is good for the goose is good for the gander, or must be good for the gander. So ladies and gentlemen, write this down. Put it everywhere. Tell friends about it. I want to stop drinking. So they will remind you. Or you have seconded and write them off. You don't need them. You don't need people who are putting you down. You don't. Actually, this is going to help you. Determine what you want to be. Let everybody you call your friend know. Those who are not on board, you will see them in 2018. First sort yourself first. Toyinza kuŋŋamba nti abantu abatakwagaliza kuva mu bulamu bw'olimu nti obeetaaga kuba bukunyiga. Unless you're comfortable. Are you? No. Then those who want you to stay in an uncomfortable position, suspend them for just 365 days. You pick up on them.
Just 365 days. You
pick up on them. Actually, at the end of this, it will not be too bad. You'll be able to give them a lift. You'll be able to send them mobile money. And they will not. Omanya muntu obo muwa bivudde mu birungi byokoze abatajjukira nti wamukyaawo. Gundi wankyawo nomuleze entaano ne gijja pa you've received. Abakyanga nti wamukyaawo. Atakukyawo owereze entaano.
Obadde ogirina.
Ambadde siriiwo mbadde neekolako. Onsonyiwe. Naye nzize ntuusi. Gwompereza ensimbi hano ndozivudde ku simu yange naye nkwetaaga jangu nsanga kwakashiyamu ono kwetaaga tutuule. Kakati ate sobola kulaba nti oli luddawa muba yiye gye kukimi. Era abagamba nti wamukyawa. Ate omuntu akukyawa akusindikira uba. Suspend them. Sit down and have a conference with yourself. In a conference egawo mwaka tugimaze naye waliwo conference eddala egenda okuba enkulu ennyo is the conference with yourself. This that I'm telling you when you walk out of here, immediately you get out of here, and I want to finish in a bit, is sit yourself down and have a conversation with you on one question. What do I want to be after another 365 and a quarter days? Me, I've made my own resolution. By another 365 days, I want it to be absolutely no doubt that when they talk about television hosts in this country, in the first three, my name comes up. And I'm going to work on it in a Chifira. If by accident I end up becoming one of the top 5 in East Africa, that's not my goal. My goal is to conquer Uganda's television, and I'm serious about it. And I'm going to work on it and throw my entire self on it. Omuntu yenna atalina biseera kusupporting ekyo oyo ngenda mususpendinga just 365 days. Anansasira zokka. I'll catch them when CNN is inviting me. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not joking. You've got to determine to do something. And give yourself a good chance. Bet on yourself. Bet on your what? On yourself. So Chichisoka, determine what you want for you. Because there is no doubt, there is nothing in this world that God does not want for us. Especially if it gives glory and honor to His name. But you've got to resolve. And be serious about your resolution. So the resolution to do get deco. Number 1, the end will determine the process. Start from the end. Bazadde bakutwala ku ssomero because they knew the end degree. Yes. Tebakutwala ku ssomero by accident. They knew the end degree. Ate omuzadde bw'amanya nti good degree era emusalirawo nassale kimwatwala. When the parent is choosing a school for their children, it is not only the end, but kind of end that enforces the decision of where and which. So you know the end. I want to be a serious current affairs TV host in Uganda. Then it determines chikuyamba ku decision sigala mwaba nivaamu. Basewe ne banyabo, sit down and find out the end. Abantu abasinga obungi, you've never worked out on the end.
You start with the process to where?
Yes. Recently I was with a very good friend of mine, Isaiah. And she told me by the end of 2018, I want to have 200 million on my account. Well, I may have laughed about it, but she at least has a name. And she's moving in that direction. We began enough 150. It's not too bad for all of us involved. Yes, it's not their goal. They got there by accident, but some accidents are not too bad, especially when they're not paid. So what's your end? Uli wanosaba ham kama sinansa asira napisa mu mwaka. Kuwisa muwisa.
Atela na kukwisa.
Ila kule boba doji for the last 25 years boba doji.
Tuache wakati goto kuite.
Hiyo yita katika sababu ya wewe chetuiko. Tetucha asaba kama kutuisa muisa mu mwaka. Tulekerao kulito obuyise mu myaka oyisemu otya maana bayibolimba musimu nokozemu ki kyabadde mpita mu buyisi nkama era mwebaza abadde ampisaamu buli mwaka ne twebaza nga babadde akuyisa mu mwaka ng'oyitamu naye waliwo ekiraga nti obadde oyitamu omukululo basema ne bajja mulinya mukama waffe Yesu nze nkoyo okuyita obuyise mu myaka nterugamba abantu benkola nabo I don't want to go to places and become another employee. Ekyo mukama abadde akinsaasi the job I have nakola emyezi esatu naye babadde bagaba awards eza year nange ne bampa naye bino bye nasangayo 4 years tafunanga certificate akola buli mwaka akola myezi esatu era nababuuziza why naga no here we reward certain things waliwo abamaze myezi esatu voucher naye ne bagimpira nva mu meka ne bweba walandiroodiwo afunye batenanti naye olwaliro singa ovaawo anaakujjukira ti nalina batenanti naye nalina kajoba. Stop being just one of. Be significant. Yesu yamala wano emyaka 3 mweki naye tumujjukira okusinga abantu abawangadde tujjukira Yesu okusinga Ibrahim tujjukira Yesu okusinga Adamu waliwo Misuseera okutako kamugambye nti n'azaala Misuseera n'afa Misuseera n'azaala n'afa n'azaala Aseri n'afa oyo n'awesa 8 n'afa bebali wano musome Genesis yaleta Genesis wano musomere beyamene myaka 9 a fraction 33 and a half nga muvubuka 33 and a half
paka katukyabuli
Paulo musasala tetakirizanga muntu kwogera paka nga wasa
ayina abayigirizwa beyalekanga amaze nobalako example of how to productively live life. Bwe bali Bartholomew
bamulabiranga nako.
Abasajja babeera ne munnaabwe ng'amaze okubalaga how to live a productive life, nga n'okubasabira abasabidde n'abawa n'omwoyo omutukuvu, ne bamala emyaka ekisigaddewo ekisinga obulamu bwe nga tubajjukira bujulizi nti kwaliko ne Bartholomew. Kwali Bartholomew n'abalala. They were 12 bameka bekijjukira. Aye nga bawangaala. Kyeŋŋamba kintu kino kiri very simple. Toyinza okuba toyawukana nnyo na Bartholomew. Ewammwe mu famire muli abaana bana. Bwe batandika okwogera ku baana b'omu famire erinnya lyo lisoolobye ku g'abalala. Guno mwaka gwe tuyingiramu mwaka gwa kuganda mu linnya lya Mukama waffe Yesu, to be ordinary. Sibeewaanirako obwewanyizi, mpa bujulizi. Mpaki? Mpa bujulizi. Nalina omusajja eddakiika 4 mwezi, kumpi eddakiika 5. About an hour. Let Maroko get away to it. He said, I think we need to do this often. Because this one was different. It felt conversational. The man has done interviews. Mukama yankwatirako. That means tibwemba njagala okuddayo. Somebody was telling me, nti kijja kuba kizibu nnyo omusajja oyo kwerabira. Sometimes you will only get 5 minutes to make sure you are not forgotten.
You might not get an hour.
You may not get an hour. Sometimes you may only have 5 minutes with someone to make an impression that they will never forget you. But nange emikisa ejjo tutwala waggulu is based on who you meet and what happens when you meet. Osisinkana abantu abasobola okutwala waggulu, you are going home celebrating. Yankuteko mu ngalo. Is that significant? But they are celebrating Papa yakwata mu ngalo, and their situation ne Papa okwakwata mu ngalo is still the same. We bali mu Bible. Bawoza we touched. What is that? We touched. We saw. Like so what? Kale, bw'obusazeewo obulamu bwa iTiS, President Museveni yampuubiddeko. Okuwubira bungi. And some of you are like that. Success ebawubira bweti. Buli wejja okuyitawo nekola ki? Nekuwubira, noddeekanga ekoze ki? Ffe abamu twakuwa success otuwubira. We have engaged with it. Basebo ne banyawo, guno omwaka ogujja mwaka gwa njawulo, mwaka gwa kusalawo what we want to become. Buli lwenjogera ebintu bino ekintu kyendi very sure it is only 20% that benefit. Abalala baddeeka ne bagamba omusajja yayogedde. Pastor leero abaddeko omwoyo, and they go back to the life they are used to, even when ebanyiga. Hoping that another prayer season will miraculously change their life. Miracles have their limit. Kyovula ne Yesu teyasabira waggulu mu ggulu n'alinda miracle ejjeekole salvation. He came here. Miracle bw'ebanga tesobola kulokola muntu na muntu alina kufa, then tegeera miracle ne limiti zaayo. Nedda tugende bulungi mu bintu bino. Singa miracle zaali ze zeetaagisa okukola buli kintu, Yesu yandibadde mu ggulu n'asaba miracle ono nekola ki? Yajja buzi. There are certain things where physical actions unnecessary.
The only way actually.
Ekibadde kikyakubulako okusabako kungi era tekubadde short. It is the real making of physical decisions where you need to be and where you don't need to be. What you need to be reading and what you don't need to be reading. Wadujja mu iTiS katumaka tugenda mu gwakusatu. Samson tukuwulira ebizibu ebikunyiga bye bimu tukusabira ffe kye twawukana ku gwe abasaba naawe kwe tusabira waliwo ebintu bye tukola byotonatandika bye twagala otandike mu linnya lya Mukama waffe Yesu. Osalewo kiki ky'oyagala okubeera okinywereko. Stick to it. I want to get a first grade. Msajja omu yagamba nti you tell what you want to become by what you do. Va mu kweyagaliza. Njagala okufuna first grade eyo weyagaliza. Naye bwe tuba twagala okumanya oba ddala ojagala tutunulira by'okola. We are so test. Right, the end, then start testing on a daily basis whether you are actually on that end by looking at your actions. Nasarawo njagala kubeera the greatest TV anchor in Uganda. So by January 3, bankebera, who did I meet today? Because direction ogimanyi. Oyagala genda Masaka. If you are serious about going to Masaka, otandikirawo the first minute okulaba, am I parking? Mutegera bulungi. Yes, once you determine the end, immediately after you have decided the end, you can check whether you are on that direction. Have I started parking? Naye kyenkola already nina bimaliza, but I've started the process. Ntandise n'okwanguya. Kuba nina ogenda wa? Masaka ntandise n'okwanguya. Eyo gyamwekyengera. Then I start seeking information. Njagala genda Masaka nti ngenda ddi lwaleero zimmeka 24. Bannange Masaka kiri kitya nti eriyo jjaamu. Njagala kutuukayo ssaawa mmeka. Then wabaawo by'okola. Ani agenda okuvuga nze ngenda okuvuga. Eriyo aba traffic diye. Then you decide to avoid drinking. Olaba buli kintu kyonna bwe kyekola by the end. Yes. Ngenda kujja ku nsi binatine ne Katonda mwagwa same principles. Ngenda kujja ku nsi ye nina okulokola abantu nti ye neetaaga abayigiriza. Tinetaaga weka nti 12 ngenda kwogerera wati ku nsi eriyo amateeka nti ye eriyo tradition nti ye I cannot start preaching until I'm 30. No way ne muba gwe Katonda. Until you are 30 you can't start. Omanya n'okumanya n'ebiki by'olina okutandika ddi. He was God, but he also knew he cannot start preaching until he's 30. A tradition. You beat the tradition, no one will listen. You beat the tradition, no one will listen. Even if you are God, no one cares. You must defeat him. Katuba Katonda nga Katonda yennyini yafiitinga mu golwa musabo obusabi. If God himself could fit in certain things here, you who is just praying. Ati aleka kugambye ebyawa no waliwo ebya Kaisari. Nebetobizanyiramu.
Wotagane mukulu Kaisari.
Oyo ina kubeera ku Kaisari oyina kubeera naki? Na Kaisari, that's where we get it wrong. Ebyuma obyokya buli customer ebibye bikeerewa kubanga oli busy. You are hoping people will understand your excuses. But you want to be a very successful man. Otunde n'ebyuma e Rwanda. Lya Kaisari naki? Na Kaisari. In the fullness of time. Basebo ne banyawo salawo. Kola ki? With yourself. Ekirungi Katonda kye yatuyamba buli muntu asiga akungula kyakola kino kyasiga buli omwaka byonna by'ogyemu byewasiga Mukama yebazi waliwo batagamba amiina kati awo netuliko nti oba oyagala okukyusa ebibala by'omwaka okukola ki okujja kyosooka okukola kwe kukyusa ki ensigo. Ensigo kakati ekirungi ekiriwo twebaza Katonda nti ensigo eya 2016 mu byonna tutegedde tekola era tetukola ki tetugyetaaga. Kati tunoonye ensigo empya. Tunoonye ki ensigo empya. Babeka bagaa nti Mukama nnoonya ensigo empya otyo. God, Father in heaven, we want to thank you for these hands that are up that are saying that we are looking for a new seed. We are looking for a new seed. This session, Lord, has nothing to do with going to heaven because that one we are already assured of. This is a session because you said you came here so that we can have life and have it abundantly. Lord, we want abundant life, but we are asking for a seed of abundant life. We want to thank you because you're going to bring that seed. In Jesus' name we pray. Mu bintu bino ebya sowing and reaping, ensigo tujja gifuna, ensigo tujja kukola ki? Tujja gifuna. Bantu bameka abakungula nga balina ensigo awaka? Pastor White, gwe byokulima otegeeramu. Omuntu aba alina ensigo ennungi ng'eriwa awaka akungula ebeera mu ki? Ate n'okaddiira esobola okaddiirayo dipendi.
Waliwo ensigo weetuuka ku stage olwokyasobola nagisimba.
Ate bw'oba olwadde ng'era ensonga ntuufu nnyo nga buli muntu yenna akitegeera nti walina ensigo naye walwala okungula, ensonga teba nnungi. Ebintu byo tebibafeera. Ensonga eba nnungi nnyo wakola ki? Walwala era nga buli muntu yenna akola ki? Akiraba okungula. Bya Kaisaali byaki? Ate bw'oba omulwadde ne weekakaba n'okwata ensigo eyo n'ogenda nga bw'ogwa n'ogiteeka mu ttaka okungula. Nedda. Omusala bwe gwakamu ng'okyali mulwadde n'otofukirira okungula. Oddamu ne weekakaba ogwaki? N'ogenda okola ki?
N'okufuuyira ne weekakaba n'ofuuyira.
Bw'oba kyali mulwadde nga biseera bya kkoola nga wasiga ng'owekakaba n'ofukirira nga wekakaba n'otokoola okungula. Obulwadde bwe buba tebunaggwaawo era oddamu n'okola ki? Ne weekakaba n'ogenda okola ki? N'okoola. Gambawo olunyiriri all that speaks to progress. Lugamba nti work out your salvation with fear and trembling. Salvation out of some of our pains we will have to work out with fear. Fear of what? Fear of failure and trembling. Njagala okubakakasa buli mwaka temujja kundaba nnyo okujja kuba nina kyenkolako. Mujja kuba temubeera nnyo ku ssimu nange ngandwako kubanga nina kyenkolako. Wano nja kubaawo naye mu biseera ebya wiiki kankubire omusumba tunyumyemu eddakiika 3 muyinza okuba nga temujja kunfuna nina kyenkolako. Ate bwe tunaatulira mu 2018 ng'ebibala mubiraba era mujja kunyumirwa ti weewaawo tetumulabye nnyo ne Mukama atuwadde omukisa. Ekyo kye twazuula ne Pastor White ti buli lw'otuuka wako abantu abakumanyi era abakwegattako tebatera kuba batono nnyo. Mwali mulabye omuntu ali successful ng'agula eŋŋanda. Ne baneiba ku kilomita 5 bagayo omwana waffe oyo. Mutabani waffe katugendeko wa mutabani waffe. Era nakwata ng'oli mu office ey'amaanyi akwatira mutabani we n'akuleetera agati tugende wa mukulu wo. Tugende wani? Pastor White akubuli. Tulina gye twava nga tuvuddeyo nambi kati we tuli olwaleero tuli badiventi tuli ki? Olwawa olwekyo kye tuli tuli ki? omuntu akugoba kasita otandika okubeera obulungi tosobola kubanga muyuwafu oyo yanyiga bunyiga. Basebo ne banyabo byembabulira bikulu tekyali ajjukira nti baatugoba. Wenjogera olwaleero abaatugoba ku bituuti batuyita tubuulire. Olwekyo Katonda kyakoze ki? Kyatukozeemu. Naye si Katonda yekka, waliwo naffe decisions zetukoze mu bulumi. Be something, people will own you. Ensi tegobangako omuntu ali successful, temugoba. The best thing you can do about those who are laughing today is be something. Tomorrow they will not remember anything. Omuntu osobola kukyawa nga talina ngulina aba akwetaaga ne bw'aba tayagala. Bw'abanga yakwogerako ebigambo ebyo byatuma abaana. Atuma wakiri atuma abaana. Atuma mukyala we mwaye gendayo mwati simukyakolagana. So mbasabira Mukama abajjukize bino. Saagala kubasabira Mukama omukisa kubanga omukisa mwazaalibwa nagwo. Zibanaye munansaasira musaala ez'omukisa sikyasaba. Ndi mu kiseera kyakwebaza omukisa nazaalibwa nagwo. Kyembadde nsinga okutambula nakyo ye ignorance on how to get a fruit of the blessing. Kati ignorance eyo gyenkolako. Ignorance eyo gyenkolaki? Gyenkolako. Juzi nali ku mbaga ya mukoddomi wange omuntu omu n'aŋŋamba nti abantu baali awantu nga beewuunya. Omusajja yasoma theology bw'asurvivinga mu journalism. Nakyo nenkizuula abantu abasinga tebalina mirimu kubanga baagenda okusoma baafuna bbaluwa tebaafuna education. Ekyo nakyogeranga mu kibiina. It doesn't matter what you study. If you have an education, you will always have a job. If you have a degree, you will look for one. Era twabiranga ffe gye twasomeranga ne gye nasomesezanga twogera nti eri abantu nga bababba. People need to go and sue their universities. You know, I paid the money, you robbed me, you never gave me an education, you gave me a paper. Why am I looking for a job? Erinnya lya Mukama basebo libanyabuliraki yeebazibwe. Tugenda kusisinkana 2017 wano wennyini nga tuli bantu banjawulo, especially abo bagenda okusalawo. Wandiika tuweereze, tukusabire, tukujjukize, mpeereza kameso gali musumba mu biseera mbuuza wentuuse. Weereza n'omulala gabada mu January ng'aggwako ask me where I am. Ngenda kuzimba ennyumba omwaka guno mu February mbuuza otuuseewa, kyekibaddewo, kyekiganye. There will be setbacks. There will be what? Setbacks. Ne Yesu yatuuka ekiseera aga Mukama singa kisoboka ekikompe kikole ki kinveeko. You will fall down but get up. The problem is not falling. The problem is what you do when you get to the ground. Sajjobi agamba, if life throws you down, be sure to fall on your back, because when you can look up, you can get up. When life throws you down, fall on your back, because if you can look up, you can get up. You can never fail to get where you can see. Nze bwe ngwangwa ku nkoona bansigala ndaba gye navudde. Osigala olaba gye wakoze ki? Don't go anywhere ne bakusigirayo kantuntunu. Mwaka sita kusiba kantuntunu oba omulenzi bakumaze. Ate sigala ng'olaba ebira byonna mubikole ng'olaba, because you can see where you came from.
Kadde mwako.
Sigala ojjukira nti oli mufumbo. Tigakusiba kantu n'agala omukazi otakwagala. abakumazi andi olwakusindika ntuntunu. She has blocked you from where you came from. The worst person is the person who closes your eyes to where you came from. Pastor White Father in heaven, life has closed our eyes to where we came from. Today I know where I came from. I came from progressive success. Those are my roots. My roots are born from a God who has never failed. Those are my roots. That's who I am intrinsically. My roots come from a place where there are setbacks, even in the Garden of Eden, but even then there is salvation. So I come from a place where we have setbacks, but we consistently never fail. Those are my roots. My roots come from a place where I can be rearing gods for 40 years, go to Egypt and run away after killing some boys. But essentially, somehow, even at the age of 80, you make me the greatest leader of an expedition, and after 80, I'm still successful. Those are my roots. I come from a God. When I come from roots where I may lie to steal from my brother and take his blessing, take his inheritance, I may wobble, I may cheat here and there, but somehow when you write down Hebrews chapter 11, my name does come out. So we never fail. That's my roots. When you came here, you are whipped. It's painful. Yes, it is. You bore a very heavy cross and you fell under its weight, but you got up again. They spat on you. They kill you. But our roots are always such that even in the face of defeat, we find victory. On the third day, you came out of the grave. Those are my roots. Those are my roots. Yes, life may have shielded me and blindfolded me out of them, but tonight, not I alone, but everyone here, we want to tap into our roots. Our roots are such that each one of us, from the day they are born, they never grow down. They grow up from 1 day to 2 days to 3 days. And so we automatically have success inherent in us. That when an egg meets an ovary, from then success happens. Even when the pregnancy aborts, at least every one of us born here tests some form of success. It might be cut short, but it is success somehow. We want to resolve next year that we want a bigger, and we will be on that. We will make decisions that day. We want to thank you and glorify your name. In Jesus' name we pray. Pressing on the upward way, new heights and gaining every day, still praying God's eye on my path, Lord, plant my feet on higher ground, Lord, lift me up and I shall stand by faith on heaven's stable. for a special group of people. Bameka bagamba nti their target next year baba badde aleeta mutwalo nti nze njagala ibiri next year by emoluments for iTiS I want it to be 20,000. No. 2016 I've been contributing to the ministry 30,000 next year. This time next year I want it to be 60,000. Those who want to double their contributions to the ministry. Hallelujah. Father in heaven, these hands are up because they want their goal this time next year that through the ministry and to keep this going, this place finance, they want to double their contributions. My hand is up as well. I want to join the list of those who make double weekly contribution. God, make those provisions for us. Get us to meet the people we need. Increase the size of our earnings. Increase our businesses. Increase our ideas. So that this time next year we make double contribution. So that there is not only enough to keep the building going, but enough to support your ministry in many other areas. We thank you because you have already released that blessing in Jesus' mighty name. Those want to double. There are some who are saying, no, I want to increase not by 100% but by 50%. Bamadede tomtwalo yakuleta gumu kitundu. Bamadede 15 yakuleta kasanvu mu bitano. How many are that? Any hand? Oh, everybody has been very aggressive. Yeah. You're a big God, big targets. We want to thank you. It's been a pleasure for me being part of this. Nenyumiriza nnyo mu kintu kino. Nenyumiriza nnyo mu ki? Kyovula buli wengenda abantu bambuuza osabira batenda sirina kanisa. Kati oyimirawo kyati I attend a fellowship. Wambuuza ora fellowship nga Rotary koza fellowship ya Bukristaayo. How does that work? Nti nako weddi kati ndi Katonda. How does that really work? No, I attend a fellowship in a hotel. Nedde olimba kanisa nti nedde kanisa sizaaka. Just want a fellowship. Come on, Samson. Bagala nnyo. That's not a Bible. It's a main point. Bagala ki? Bagala nnyo. Nabadde asubiraga nti by the way bagala nnyo. No, it's not a Bible. President Kagame yagati.